special traditions. A tradition is a special way that something has been done for a long time. Traditions are repeated year after year. On Mother's Day, people give presents to their mothers. On Father's Day, people give presents to their fathers. Couples give each other gifts on Valentine's Day. Children dress up in scary costumes on Halloween. Then they go trick-or-treating for candy. Families often get together on Thanksgiving. It's an old tradition to eat turkey on Thanksgiving. On Christmas, people decorate a Christmas tree. Some families go to the church. Some families have big holiday dinner.
Judy and Mia are good friends, and they spend most of their time together. They are both very old, and they worry about their health. They worry about their food. Is it clean? Will it give them stomach pains? They worry about the weather. Is it too cold and wet? Will it give them pains in their bones? They worry about pollution in their air. Will it give them pains in their chest and throats? All they can say about being ill or hurt. One day, they went on a train journey together. We'll need some food, Judy said. We'll buy some bananas, Mia said. They are always clean, so they bought 2 bananas to eat on the train. On the train, Judy took all the bananas and gave one to Mia. Then she peeled her bananas and took a large bite of it. At that moment, the train went to a tunnel. Everything went black. Don't eat your bananas, Judy shouted at Mia. My head made me go blind.
Simon went to school for the first time. Simon's mother took him to school in the morning and left him at school gate. Enjoy yourself, Simon, she said. Then she left. At 4:30, she went back to the school to pick it up. She waited outside and soon Simon came out and ran to her. Did you enjoy your first day at school? She asked him. He shook his head. No, he said, I never go back there again. Has someone been unkind to you? He wanted to ask him. No, he replied. Did you meet me? He wanted to ask him. Is that why you don't want to go to school again? No, he replied. Then tell me a reason. He said, all right. I can read, I can write, I can spell. I can do math and the teacher won't let me talk. What's the point of going to school? One can do anything there.
A young boy walked into a town on Monkey Day. He sees a strange man. The man has a big bird and wants to sell at the market. The bird had bright red, green, and blue feathers on its wings. 12 gold pieces. Only 12 gold pieces. Goes out the man. 12 gold pieces for a bird? That's crazy, the young boy says. My favorite talk, and I want 12 gold pieces. First, the man says. The bird says, that's right. The young boy runs home. In 5 minutes, he comes back marketplace. He found a turkey. He says, 20 gold pieces. Everybody in the market laughs. 20 gold pieces for a turkey? Are you crazy? They all say, well, he answers, this man they want 12 gold pieces for his bird. Yes, but the bird has a skill. It talks. They argue. I know his bird talks, but my bird sings. I want 20 gold pieces.
Do you use your
you study hard? Can you always concentrate on your study? If you find it hard to concentrate on your study, here are some helpful tips. The first thing to do is to choose a good place to study. If you study at home, find a quiet corner away from the television or the bed. Do not face a window. If it is noisy at home, study in a library. Seeing other people concentrating on their studies help you concentrate too. Whether you study at home or in a library, make sure there's something on the desk while distract you. Before starting to study, list on a small notebook what you are going to study. Think about how much time you have and then decide the amount of time for each test. Take a 10 minutes break between two tests. Take a good rest at a break. Finish a test, cross it out from the list. It's giving you a sense of achievement. Because you want to get more done, you concentrate more. Reward yourself on the weekend you finish all the work during the week. Yeah, but I have to say, it's easy to do all this. It really isn't easy to do it. You've all been students before, and I believe you know what I'm saying.
Black holes are one of the most mysterious and powerful forces in the universe. A black hole is where gravity has become so strong that nothing around it can escape. Even light. The mass of the black hole was so compact or dense that the force's gravity is too strong for even light to escape. Black holes are truly invisible. We can't actually see black holes because they don't reflect light. Scientists know it exists when observing light and objects around black holes. Strange things happen around black holes to do with quantum physics and space-time. This makes them popular subjects of science fiction stories, even though they are very real. Black holes are formed when giant stars explode at the end of a life cycle. This explosion is called a supernova. If a star has enough mass, it will collapse on itself down to a very small size. Due to its small size and enormous mass, the gravity will be so strong it will absorb light and become a black hole. Black holes can grow incredibly huge as they continue to absorb light and mass around them. They can even absorb other stars. Many scientists think that there are supermassive black holes at the centers of galaxies. The idea of a black hole was first proposed by two different scientists in the 18th century, John Michel and Pierre Salmon. In 1967, a physicist named John Wheeler came up with the term black hole.
Once upon a time, a man and a lion were on a trip together. They talked happily, but then the man began to push himself. Soon, they started to argue. Luckily, they came to a crossroad where a beautiful statue stood that showed a man strangling him. A lion that looked helpless and was ready to die. The man said, "Look there. Doesn't it prove my point, Mr. Lion?" The lion replied, "It's your view. But if we lion make statue, we shall show the man under the strong paws of a lion." The man had nowhere to reply, so they both put down and were hit.
Grandparents' Day is on the first Sunday in September. It is a day to celebrate grandparents. It is celebrated in few countries around the world. It is always important to respect your elders. Your grandparents have very lots. What have they told you? Did Grandpa teach you how to ride a bike? Did Grandma show you how to bake cookies? If you think about how much your parents do for you, just remember that your grandparents have meant that much too. How can you return a favor? Do they need your help now? Maybe they will just like to see you or hear you on the phone.
Bill is very heavy. His wife is worried about his health. She says to Bill, "You have to see a doctor and asking her to lose weight. Being so fat is not good to your health." Then he goes to the doctor. The doctor reads him and says, "You're 100 kilograms. You must lose about 30 kilograms. Eat fruit and vegetables. 5 kilometers a day for the next 3 months. They call me and they know how much you weigh." Bill goes on and follows what the doctor has told him. After 3 months, he calls the doctor. "Hello, this is Bill. I'm calling to tell you how much I weigh now. I think you will feel happy too. I have lost 30 kilograms. You're great, Bill," says the doctor. "Yes, but there is a more serious problem now." "What problem it is?" asks the doctor. Bill says, "I'm 500 kilometers away from home. I don't know how to get back."
There was a crow who was very thirsty. He saw a bit of water at the bottom of a tall clay pitcher. But his beak was too wet and pitcher was too thin to poke his dirty tongue down in. "What should I do?" thought the crow. "I think and think. I must get myself a drink." "Aha!" exclaimed Crow as an idea came to him. He took a pebble in his beak and jumped into the pitcher. Plop, plop, he jumped 2 more and on he went. One by one the pebbles fell, slowly making the water get higher until he could drink the water with his beak. "Ah," he said as he took a drink. No problem, too big when I sink and sink."
Henry was a salesman. He was a good salesman and sold lots of vacuum cleaners. One week, the manager sent Henry into the countryside to sell. He drove out of town and stopped at the farmhouse. He knocked on the door and the farmer's wife opened it. Henry started into his speech immediately. "Ma'am, how much time do you spend sweeping the floors?" "A lot of time. This is a farm, and things get dirty quickly," said the woman. "And how much time do you spend sweeping the carpets?" asked Henry. "A lot of time. This house gets dusty, and my dog also lays on it." "Well," said Henry, "this is your lucky day." Henry showed her his vacuum cleaner and said, "You can clean the house in 5 minutes with this." The farmer's wife didn't look interested. Henry took out a big bag of dirt. He opened it and threw it all over the floor. The farmer's wife was very surprised. Before she could speak, Henry said, "Ma'am, if this machine doesn't pick up every last piece of dirt, I'll eat all of it." The farmer's wife looked at Henry and said, "Well, I will give you a spoon. We have no electricity."